Be afraid.
Be very afraid.
Now there's a word that I don't understand. I hear it every day from my old man. It may be cockney rhyme and slang, it ain't in no school book. He says it every time that he gets mad. A regular caution is my old dad. Rub the old man up the wrong way, but you love your lyrics say. You cow son, when the kids are swinging on the gate, when the paper boys half an hour late, when the pigeons are pecking at his seeds, when the barber starts digging up his beans.
Hello and welcome to Blackmans Studios. My name's Mick and this is my old mate Keith. And this time round, Keith, we're doing an invaluable series for society, aren't we?
We are, yes. We're going to be doing Mick and Keith's Guide to series, where we're going to touch on a number of subjects over, well, it could be the next 10 years, couldn't it? The way we're going, eh?
Yes.
The way we're going. So,
what's the first one going to be, Keith?
Well, we've got a number of little series all lined up. So this one will have about 3, I think, in it, won't it?
Yeah.
Now we know that Ricky Gervais did a Guide to series. But of course, that was only audio.
Yeah,
you know,
podcast.
We've moved on and we hide their video. So, and, you know, you might think we're ripping him off.
Who gives a fuck anyway?
That's right, you know. And I suppose the other thing is we, you know, our views might not necessarily reflect those of the executive of the Blackmans Studios.
Maybe not. And
in some cases, maybe not even our own. You know, so... It really is meant to be just a little bit of banter, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know, at the end of the day. So we'll see how we are. Eh?
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, our first Guide to series is one which is very close to our heart.
Very close.
You know, very close to our hearts. And we're going to give you the guide to Fuckwits, Bogans and Pykies. Now, some of the Aussie viewers might not know what a pikey is, so we probably might need to do a bit of a description on that, and Mick, I think, might leave that one up to you, eh?
Yeah, thanks very much, because that's going to be very difficult, because I think especially Tasmanians won't believe us, will they?
No.
So, we'll have a good go at it, won't we?
Well, I mean, everybody knows what a fuckwit is.
Oh, yeah.
You only got to look down the street and you see a fuckwit. Everybody knows what a bogan is.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you multiply a bogan by 10, you end up with a pikey, don't you?
That generous? Oh, it's only 10?
Only 10. Only 10. And there's a lot of romanticism about your pikey, isn't there? Certainly in England.
Gypsies.
Yeah.
But pikeys ain't gypsies, are they? They're not the old type. But we'll come to that.
We'll come to that. Yeah. So, well, I hope you enjoy the series.
Right, so shall we start with Fuckwits and Bogans, eh?
I suppose so. And look, and to a large extent your pikey, but we'll probably touch a little bit more on your... because they are a special case, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We'll give them special attention,
yeah. And you can spot bogan and pikey activity and fuckwit activity, can't you?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody can associate with them, because it doesn't matter where you live. You only need one fuckwit bogan in your street and it ruins the ambience of the whole street, doesn't it, Keith?
That's right. And they're not hard to spot, are they?
No, not.
Hard to spot.
You see the haircut, all the tattoos all over the neck and the hands and that, don't you?
Yeah, and that's just the fucking women, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
Yes.
So let's discuss the signs when a bogan or a fuckwit moves into your street. What's the first thing you see, Keith?
Well, to me, the thing that stands right out is the car activity, isn't it?
It is, yes.
You know? So it starts with the car activity.
Yeah.
And
the old car parked outside that never seems to move, does it?
No, that's right. And of course, their friends and family.
Yeah.
They all
come round all at different hours of the day and night.
They do.
And they've all seem to come in their own vehicle, don't they?
That's right. And park them all over the lawn. Well, if they've got a lawn, I mean, there's no lawns left.
Not for long.
No. And of course, the weekends is your maintenance activities, isn't it? You know.
Where they can pull cars apart, utes, trucks, whatever.
Yeah, just pull it apart and leave all the bits all over.
All the bits,
you
yeah.
know. And
the engine block,
engine always in the front garden.
Yeah.
Tyres piled up against the side of the house, you know,
Yeah.
and all of that. So, so that is your first telltale sign.
Yeah.
Is your vehicles.
And then there's the white goods problem, isn't there?
Well,
There's always the old fridge freezer that's plonked in the front garden, and that never gets taken away, does
No,
it?
that's right. It just sits there, and then you got your settees,
Yeah.
and your lounge suites stuck outside. That's
it.
another telltale sign, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and also, Keith, let's forget they are animal lovers. Don't forget the animals, the dogs.
That's right, but they're all fucking flea bitten, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know.
Normally of some sort of Rottweiler, Staffordshire, something all like that.
Yeah.
And what about the names, Keith?
I mean, you've got your standard names, haven't you? Killer,
Tyson,
Satan. Yeah, they're all like it, aren't they?
with the studded collars as well.
And they've got to have the chain wrapped round their arm, and to reel them in.
That's right.
Flea bitten, and all they do is fucking bark all day long.
Yeah, bark non-stop. Yeah,
they're a joke. They're a joke, aren't they?
For some strange reason, they insist on leaving washing on the line for a week, maybe longer.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly.
And it's strange because none of them own their home, do they?
No, none of them own them, and you don't have the same problem here in Australia, of course. But you know, your pikey over in the UK will leave clothes out, and they'll be iced up and solid for months, won't they? You know, they'll be frozen on the line, and when they could stand up on their own.
They don't normally care because they had probably nicked them anyway out the shops.
They don't fit anyway. You know, just nick the first pair of fucking stuff that comes along. Yeah.
Now we come on to Pykies, Keith, the difficult one.
Well, yeah. I mean, if because the Aussies wouldn't have seen a pikey. Well, they might have, because a lot of pikeys emigrated, didn't they?
There's some Pykies come over here from Ireland, Tinkers.
Well, that's the romantic fucking name for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they come over here in the Irish winter and they wreak havoc in New South Wales,
do a bit of
Victoria. Yeah,
a bit of tarmac,
painting roofs and gutters. Just wreak havoc
with the tarmac.
Yeah. We're lucky in Tasmania because they don't target Tasmania.
No, we haven't seen a lot of pikey activity down there, do we? So
no, we don't. But before we start, we talk about pikeys, but pikeys have got a lot of names, you know.
Diddy Kais, Diddy Kais,
Chavies, steak and kidney lock openers.
That's right.
Comanches, isn't there?
Comancheros, wherever we are.
So there's loads of different names. We're just focusing on one name. That's pikeys. It's a general term. What is a pikey to start off with, Keith?
Well, they are a sort of derivative from the old gyppos years ago, weren't they? You know, like the gypsies, and they romanticised themselves as being gypsies, Romanese gypsies, you know. But really, they ain't. They're just They're just an offset of dirty fuckwits, aren't they?
Let's just look at them as a society.
Yeah.
Now Australia's got pretty multicultural, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got your white Australians, you've got your Aboriginals, you've got your Middle Eastern, you've got the Southeast Asians. Now in society, you have a vast percentage of those would be law-abiding citizens with a small percentage criminal class in that society. So what percentage of law-abiding citizen would you give the pikey community?
None.
As high as that? Well,
they're fucking all at it, aren't they? Whether they're benefit frauds or whatever it is, because they can't hold down a job, can they? Can they hold down a job?
Well, I've worked in the construction industry for many, many years, and to this day, I can never ever remember a single pikey working on a building site. And let's be fair,
not even sweeping up.
no. And we have got a bit of authority on this, Keith, in a way, haven't we?
Well,
but I think we should explain to viewers that Keith and I were born and raised in England, in the county of Kent, which is in the southeast of the country, and the River Thames borders the north. Now, on the other side of the Thames, you've got the county of Essex. Now, Kent and Essex are pikey central.
That's right. Comanchero country, isn't it?
There's pikeys everywhere, but they sort of fan out from Kent and Essex. Now, when I was a kid, I never ever remember at the time when there was no pikeys around. Even at school, They had their own class,
Okay.
didn't they, when they
Right.
bothered to turn up.
Yeah.
Now, they had their own classroom with A for apple, B for ball, and this is in a high school, so what does that tell you?
So, yeah, you know, none of them can read or write. As you know, we know
Very-
that. Nobody
very
can read
few,
that. But
yeah.
I tell you what, you try to diddle them out of a fucking 10 pence,
Yeah,
mate, they'd
that's
have
right.
your arm off.
That's right, yeah.
You know, they know how to count, especially when it's dosh.
Yeah, they
eh?
certainly do.
You know, when it's the old wonga.
But their whole, from cradle to grave, we was at school learning the 3 R's, they was learning the 3 F's, weren't they? Fighting, fraud and thieving.
I thought you were going to put fucking in there as well, because they breed like rabbits and all, don't they? You know?
Yeah. Now, a lot of pikeys live in caravans. Not all of them, but most of them. And they live in campsites, which are just shit heaps, aren't they?
Yeah, but see, you know, they used to live in the camps, but then the councils, in their wisdom, and they do it here as well, they wanted to sort of diverge these people, these fuckwits, bogans and the Pykies out into mainstream society because they were creating ghettos, if you like, of their own, you know, their own making, their own choosing. And then they started dotting them around in council houses or housing commission houses as they are now. And like we said, one in the street, fucked, innit? You know, fucked.
Yeah.
And the same, but what the Pykies did, there were so many Pykies started to move out into different places that they got their mates to move in next door, and then their mates to move in next door to that, and the mates to move in next. Next thing you know, you've got a ghetto again.
Yeah. Well, no one can live in and around Pykies, can they? No one.
No.
It's just not possible.
No.
Right, so Keith, we've already talked about Pykies living in caravans. Most of them live in caravans, and they're pretty luxurious. They're not none of this, no crappy stuff, and they've also got 4x4s, always brand new, vans, lorries, trucks. Where do they get the money for that, Keith?
Well, obviously working. I mean, what do they do? What do they do for a living?
How many doctors Pykies have graduated to be doctors, Keith?
None.
What about engineers and
None.
you know
No.
politicians?
No, I don't know any politicians.
Teachers?
Teacher? No, I don't know any. Well, come on. You know.
Yeah, I suppose if you're illiterate, you can't teach, can you?
That's
But so how do they make their money?
Well, burgling, you know. They're burglars, you know, that's what they do. They thieve, they do a bit of scrap metal, well, you know, don't get a bit of tot in, don't they?
Yeah, and
Get out in the old, because all your old rag and bone men was Pykies, weren't they? You don't see them much now.
No, you don't, no. And let's not forget, we're not just talking about the men here, are we?
No,
the women are exactly the same.
Yeah. They're all on benefit, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, disabled. They'll all have bad backs, won't they, you know?
Yeah, as they're lifting all that lead and off the church roof. And
That's
that,
right,
you do get a bad back, don't you?
That's right.
So, Keith, how many university degrees do you reckon Pykies have got down the years?
What, average Pykie? Or
Average Pykie, yeah.
54.
Oh, don't talk fucking silly.
Well, you started it, didn't you? You know, there is an obsession in there at the moment. I mean, who decided it was the Jippo's turn all of a sudden to become famous? You know, like, you know, all these reality shows, and you've got, you know, my Jippo wedding, you know, I'm a Jippo, get me out of here, and, you know, Jippo fucking X Factor or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, there's a bit of a love affair going on in the UK at the moment with Jippos and Pykies. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, are people aspiring to be a Pikey all of a sudden, do you think?
Well, that's right, but you know what happens? You know, if it starts off in the UK, it's going to find itself to Australia, isn't it?
How long will that be? Not far away, is it?
So what we going to have? You know, fuckwit X Factor.
Yeah. Bogan Idol.
That's right. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you what. I bet they're in the planning. I bet there is a Bogan show in the planning over here.
Yeah, that's the way it works in Australia. If they see a successful show, they transform it over to here, Australianise it, so it will happen. So
it'll be, you know, I suppose, how many fucking washing machines can you have in your front garden or something like that?
Yeah, that's right. How many engine blocks?
That's right. Yeah. Can you mow your lawn without hitting an engine block? You know?
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done the old fuckwits, bogans and Pykies to death now, haven't we?
Yeah, I just hope you get a taste of what they are and understand. Australians need to know what a pikey is because they're starting to come over here. The Irish Pykies are coming over here So you need to look out for them because they are coming. They see Australia as a soft touch.
That's right. That's right.